This is Diana. This is my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. On my channel, I'm blending a mix of spirituality, self-improvement, and holistic healing to inspire you to become your best self. If that sounds good to you, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. So today's inspirational message is: what worked for you in survival mode may not work for you now. Anytime you're on a healing journey, and sometimes even spiritual or self-improvement journeys, often you are living in survival mode or fight or flight mode. Now, sometimes that includes trauma, or it could just be living in this world. Your nervous system is overstimulated and overactivated in general. So as you're healing, you're slowing down your nervous system. You're maybe decreasing stimulation. You're maybe making choices that are more in alignment with harmony and inner peace. You're maybe making conscious choices to live a healthier lifestyle. Maybe you're removing toxic people from your life. Maybe you're overcoming addictions. Maybe you're just reprogramming yourself in general and learning how to live again because you were never taught that. You were just living by maybe the programming from society or your parents or your peers, and realizing that it's okay to rest and slow down. You don't have to keep up with the pace of society. Whatever angle you're coming from on your healing journey or just evolving in general, you will find that certain thoughts, feelings, behaviors, belief systems, lifestyle, and habits that you used to have aren't in alignment with the new version that you are becoming through this healing journey. That can look like everything's falling apart around you. Some people are experiencing a dark night of the soul when everything that you identified as or you were taught or thought was important or that you valued is like falling apart, or just everything that's not in alignment with your highest self is gonna vibrate out of your life, especially as you have a spiritual awakening. Most people go through this process. I went through this process. And as someone that overcame addiction and mental health issues, just all this chaos, I have learned that as well, that certain things I used to do when I was that version and that lifestyle and that fight or flight or survival mode doesn't work for me now. You have to upgrade your thoughts, feelings, and actions, habits, routines. And also the upgrade includes releasing what doesn't serve you, what isn't in alignment. That could be people that are in alignment with that version of you. They'll often vibrate out of your life. The frequencies don't match anymore. This could be like diets. This could be releasing addictions, or even releasing attachments to belief systems that no longer serve you. And that's okay. That could even look like losing a job that isn't in alignment with you, or quitting a job that's not in alignment with you anymore. Or often when people are on a healing journey or evolving, they are finding their purpose or stepping into their purpose more. So you're going to see that a lot of things are not in alignment with that you used to do, or that version that you used to be just very different from that new version, right? So there's a transition period, a gap. Friendships fall apart, relationships fall apart, jobs fall apart. Addictions or attachments can become so painful. You suffer so much that like you have to make a decision, like you can't go on any longer. There's going to be many things that are going to be highlighted that, oh my gosh, this is definitely not what I want. It's going to be like almost like a light beam is on it. It's like, this is obviously out of alignment. So what are you going to do about it? This could be dynamics with families. Sometimes you have to set healthier boundaries when you're in situations where you have toxic family members or even toxic bosses, or situations where you have to work with people, maybe business partners, whatever the case may be. You have to set more boundaries. Say no, releasing things that are that no longer feel authentic to you. You're usually becoming more authentic in this process. So you're going to release things that don't resonate with you on a soul level anymore, and that's okay. So it's very important to allow the changes. It's good that those things aren't working. It's actually showing you, it's highlighting to you that that wasn't working. The contrast provides feedback to what's not in alignment, what you need to release, what you need to heal, what you need to work on. And this doesn't all happen overnight. It can be painful. You can feel grief, maybe even depression, anxiety. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable. When you are doing things that are outside of your comfort zone, you probably weren't doing most of your life because you're becoming this new version. It can feel very foreign. You can almost want to self-sabotage and go back to the old version of you. But you have to just stay consistent in this new version. You have to embrace the transition period, embrace the changes, allow what needs to fall apart, but also as the old is falling apart, allow yourself to grieve and feel the emotions. That's normal to feel the way. You might even be angry, confused. That's when it's a good time to reflect on everything spend more alone time, meditate, do things for your self-care to help stabilize your nervous system more and calm you, because it can feel very like scary. And think about your subconscious wants to keep you safe. So when you do too many things outside your comfort zone or a big change, big transformation, nervous system like freaks out. And that's, like I said, when we self-sabotage and so forth, or you just, sometimes you freeze or whatever the case may be. Just know that that is part of the process. It's good if these things are falling apart. They are in alignment, and at some level, you know that certain things aren't in alignment. Allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel exactly how you feel, and then just keep moving forward. This is part of the process, and continue to keep putting energy into thoughts, feelings, behaviors, routines, healthier habits, things that are more in alignment with the new version that you're trying to become. How would that version think, feel, and act? And consistently keep doing these things. And as you keep giving energy to this new version of you, new way of being, the old is gonna fall apart, and you're gonna give less energy to the old. So it is naturally gonna fall apart, and soon, with repetition, when you're doing all these things, it won't feel so uncomfortable. It'll be more natural. You'll find yourself as a new version, and then you're gonna keep evolving too. So it doesn't just stop there. You're always evolving. You're always changing. You're always moving to the next level on this healing journey, spiritual journey, self-improvement journey, whatever journey you're on. It's going to keep happening. There's seasons and cycles too. So allow the changes, keep evolving, and you will start to see a positive shift. You will start to see things improve. And remember that the inside has to change consistently before the outside reflect. So there could be a period where it feels like everything's still kind of like dark and gloomy and everything's falling apart, but that's part of the process. There's divine order and chaos. There's a purpose. Keep going. You're doing better than you think. And life will start to get magical, and new opportunities will start to open up because you're becoming this new version of you. Everything improves in your life, and you're going to start to attract better in general. You'll start to feel more joy and peace and harmony in your life when you're more in alignment with who you're meant to be. That's all I have for today. If you like this content, hit those like and subscribe buttons. I also have a Facebook group, Instagram, TikTok, and 2 podcasts. The links are in this video description. I also offer coaching if you need intuitive guidance to motivate and support you on your healing, self-improvement, and or spiritual journeys. My contact information is in this video description. Have a good day. Namaste.